Salute this morning. Top of the morning. Salute. How we doing? James F. Laney. Salute. Dirty Camo, Adam Chewy. What's up this morning? Peace and blessings, man. Peace and blessings this morning. What's good? What's good, man? What's good? Chicago Nico in the building. What's up, little bro? Salute this morning, Lynetta Brazil. Zelvo, salute. John Mallett, salute. Let's talk about the Carter 6 you ain't said, man. Adam, oh yeah, Adam, for sure. Yeah, that's wild. I seen that type of stuff. That's what I was talking about. And hey man, let me give a shout out, man, to my brother, man. Shout out to Wayno, man. Shout out to Wayno. I seen Wayno do that's my brother, and he texted me the other day, man. Shout out to him. If y'all don't know who Wayno is, y'all go check him out, man, and put your gloves up, show him some love. He's one of my brothers in the industry. You know, he's signed some of the biggest acts in hip hop. Yeah. Like, Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah, things of that nature. So y'all go check him out. But I seen him do a review on the Carter 6 too. But he said he was gonna come back and give after he listened to it a couple of times before he give his final analysis. But hey man, Carter 6 still going to Carter 6 to me, man. Daryl Redmond, what's up, my brother? Man, we need to catch up, man. Work don't stop, man. We still got to get it in. Shout out to Redmond, man. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna sway my opinion on Weezy, man. Weezy still the best rapper alive. Straight like that. Lock. Yeah, best rapper alive, man. And ain't nobody answered that question yet that I asked the other day when we was talking about who you gonna put beside him, who body of work is greater. That says it all right there. And ain't nobody ever did nothing all perfect. So ups and downs. We talking about your body of work in totality. Who body of work in hip hop or rap is greater than his? Who catalog better? Man, the fights was crazy, Redman. I'm telling you, man, they messing up the brand with that, dog. They messing up the brand with all of that tomfoolery, man. And we talking about meal tickets, man. You know what I'm saying? He messed up a meal ticket with that deal, man. But telling how much it's gonna hurt him down the line. But I believe he got a chance to get it right. But as far as the fights go, I knew what was gonna happen in the fights. I told you that to me, Calvin had the better chance of losing before any one of them. And I knew he had a tough fight with that boy because I seen the fight that he had with Keyshawn. Kevin just ain't utilizing all of his he ain't utilizing all of his ability, man. He ain't utilizing all of his attributes. But yeah, Keyshawn still gonna be hard to beat no matter what they say. He's still gonna be hard to beat, man. And Keon looking like a young assassin right now. All the new school rap. What you say, Nico? All the new school rap ain't about jack. Old school rap and hip hop. What counts? I put in the old school rappers up against the new school rappers. And Dusty. Oh, I believe that. That's a fact. It ain't like back in the day. Big Z, what up? It ain't like back in the day. Back in the day was when they really called it hip hop. Tupac all day, Too Short, Easy E. You got a good lineup right there, and for sure. Coach Waggy, what's up, champion? You got a good lineup right there, and you got a good lineup right there. Tell them who they came to see. Easy. Dun, 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 dun. Easy. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you got a good lineup right there. Back in the membership, ain't we? We ain't in the membership. We back. What? This ain't in the membership, is it? No. No, this ain't the membership right here. Membership video should be on there tonight, man. Talk to me quick before I forget. Yeah, y'all ain't want to got nobody else. Got a friend. I told y'all the other day, man. Same thing. Y'all don't want the meet and greet. Y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want it. We want easy. That was hard right there. That we want easy was hard. Yeah, y'all don't want the meet and greet though. Yeah, because I know each and every one of y'all got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 or better people in your contacts. You ain't called now one of them told them to go ahead on the sub over here and let's get this 150K and let's get this party on the way. I know you ain't did it because I look at the numbers every day. Every day I look at the numbers. Yeah, Blind Wolf, what up, champ? Red Bully. Okay. Red Bully. That's different. That's different. Louisiana Redbone in the building this morning. I was at the last meet and greet, Adam Chua. You were. I ain't see you. I saw a meet. I met and greeted everybody who was there individually. Yes, I did. Yeah, individually. For sure. Talk to everybody personally, one on one. Yeah, I sure did. And I don't remember talking to you, champ. I would have remembered your mug. You did? Yeah, man. Shout out to Push, man. Push is a legend in the game, man, and still doing his thing, man. Darius H, what's up, champ? Free Jerome, not today, but yesterday. Free the dogs, man. Free the comrades till they all free. Yeah. Me and Eric Wright stayed right across the street from each other. I know Eric's whole family. Okay, gunshots. Big Nigo. Big Nigo, you know the easy. Already Lavelle Calvin. Free him. Free him. Free them all. Yeah. Bel Air TV. Salute, salute. Big Sebo up in this piece this morning. Sebo, they were wilding last night, wasn't it? That membership live at night be crazy. We need a video of characters who actually don't need to be free. Real deal. Well, man, that'd be hard to do, man, because you know they be watching my stuff, and I ain't trying to sabotage nobody from getting out, man. I ain't trying to sabotage nobody from getting out. Duke Stone, what up? I need a meet and greet to pull up. Booking my hotel, doing around VA to see the VA men TBP Nation. Salute. CC in the building this morning. Detroit. Tavon in the building this morning. Baltimore. Troy Mott, man, the Davis boys messed that bag up this past week. They did, man. I don't know if they messed it up for a minute. They can get it back right, man. They need to get up under some really good management, and not to say their mama ain't a good manager, because I think their mama managed them. But you know, you need some people in the game that's been in the game a long time to know how to navigate this business, man. Me, Eric B, Rod Kim, A nice big plate of fish, which is my favorite dish. Richard Witherspoon, talk to me quick. Yeah. No meat in my teeth, no pork on my fork, just fish on my dish. Yeah. Big Sung, what up, champ? Is Danny from the last night's story the same dude that you did the video on called Danny? It's had everyone since yeah. Why you asking me that it is, man? You gotta let other people put two and two together, man. Yeah. Think why Keyshawn ain't make weight. You down there feeding him that pure deliciousness. Nah. Gunshots. No, man. Keyshawn getting bigger, man. You know, once you get older, man, your body gonna start growing anyway, especially if you've been working out. Man, you've been staying in shape. He's just getting bigger. He's just getting the man size, man. Jerry Watson, what up, champ? He getting the man size, man. The thing is, what everybody's messed up about is if you know the game and you know your body, then he knew he wasn't gonna make weight. He knew that. He knew that. So it's like why you took the fight. That's what the real people is mad about. Cause you got all them people to buy their tickets, they bought their tickets to come see you. Everybody else is fighting too, but you the main attraction. You sold the tickets. You sold the tickets, so let the people down. That's what people really, really little, perturbed about, man. Alvin Taylor family up in here. What up, champ? Yeah. Wheel Deal up in here. 2 Chainz got something. Yeah, I like 2 Chainz flow. 2 Chainz and grew on me too. 2 Chainz and grew on me too, man. Cause at first when 2 Chainz came out, I was like, I got bass. 2 Chainz put it in, man. Already tapping in, champ. That's a good way to get that good positive energy all through the week, man. Tap into this morning mud, man. Yeah. Yeah, 2 Chainz really got me with that's his my favorite song with his still Feds is watching. Man, the beat on that and the flow on that is crazy. That is Joan crazy. That's a classic right there. I'm be fresh to stand the Fed watching. Drop top. Head bop. Yeah, that's a mean piece right there. Bam, what up, champ? That's a mean piece right there. One of the greatest fights on YouTube, Kimbo Slice and Sean Gannon. Is that the one where he fought the police dude? Is that Southwest in the place to be? If you know, you know. Gunshots. DC all day, every day, man. Stand up, man. Stand up and salute. Chocolate City on deck. Chocolate City on deck, baby. Chocolate City on deck. Louisiana Redbone, what's up? You ain't mad at me? Watching it. Corners, Crumble was very humble. Watching Corner Crumble was very humble. Dorian, what up? New subscriber. Oh, that's gunshots. That's gunshots material. Dorian, Beatty, new subscriber. Yeah, did you bring some friends with you? Best fighter period is Rickson Grace. I think he get a 500 ball and no losses on no rules fights. No, it's another dude. I don't know what his name is. You might be talking about the little karate dude. It's a little karate dude, man. Little white dude, man. He started kickboxing. I can't think of his name. It's a little white dude that started kickboxing. He ain't never lose. He never lost. He won every fight. Every fight. And kickboxing. Live contact. He started it. Karate dude. I forget his name though. At work getting it. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Story on PI, not just dimensions. I think I did a story on PI before. I think I did. Big Don Dot. You gotta go check, man. I don't think he a Brazilian case, a white dude. This is a little white dude. He small, man. He deadly though. He deadly. I forget his name. He deadly though. He ain't never lose. They say they credit him with starting kickboxing. Yeah, little bitty dude, man. I seen him recently too on something. He's still up there. He probably in his 60s and 70s or something. But yeah, he's still like that. VAC, what up? No rule cats ain't. Yeah, them dudes different, man. Them dudes way different, man. I told you, man. Most things we supposed to, be evolution, but most things, man, really been watered down, man, with different technology and supplements and all this other type of stuff, man. Smash a leg like me. Yeah, you gotta be able to smash a leg before the head gets smashed, man. You did. Ain't nobody talking about Chuck Norris. I know Chuck Norris is, dog. We watched the Hillbilly Mafia story and said it was. Yeah, everybody know who Chuck Norris is, man. Get the ground with the left, even though you were going to another prison. Mike T up in here, gunshots. There ain't no question I kissed the ground leaving Wallace Ridge, man. Wallace Ridge going through it right now, man. I told y'all, man, they got some stuff up there now. They just found somebody unalive, man. They still ain't playing fair up there, man. They still ain't playing fair up there, man. John Malley, bringing with you, be a good trainer. Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. Obi Hill, what up? Salute. New kids, this second life you live. You making any new kids in this second life you live? Gunshots. Will Dealer came through here with the police questions. What you gonna do with that information, man? What you gonna do with that information, man? Is you gonna pay the child support? What you gonna do with that information, Will? Huh? What you gonna do, Will? Make me understand, champ. Will says you making any new kids. Huh? Why's that here? Older age. Mm. Ah, Pops had me at an older age. After 60. Which you say 6? You must have been 60. Okay. But Pops was still getting it in. You know. Will, Will, you come on, Will. You just got caught. Will, you got caught, man. You asked the police questions, man. You know that was FBI, CIA, undercover, literally. Undercover. You asked the undercover question. Huh? Yeah, you asked what was going on undercover. is, is this thing on? Am I being recorded? Oh man. Keep telling Baker he need to train my son, 6'3" lightweight, 8-1 in the amateurs. How old your son, Troy? Hold on. Wait a minute. 6'3". lightweight. How old your son is, Troy? Good Google the mother. Y'all need to see him for real. 6'3" lightweight. We're talking Tommy Hearns. Yeah, we're talking Kronk Jim. We're talking the Hitman Hearns size. Good Google the mother. Gunshots. So hold up, though. Hold up, though, Troy. Hold up. Bank look like sung when he laugh. That's my bro. So he trying to be funny. That's my bro. Hey, so hold up, man. You got my mind twirling now. So hold up, though, Troy. So if I come over there and you know, do y'all dirty on that 3-point shooting contest, and then start training your youngin, right? You might not want to listen to me. Former football player. You might not want to listen to me, man. You might not want to listen to me, man. How about I do that to y'all, man? You know, like heavyweight. I was reading that wrong. I was going to say, ain't nowhere in the world, man. 26, 6'3" lightweight. That's Tommy Hearns material right there. Now, light heavy, that's different. Now, that's 175. Okay, yeah, it threw me off right there. Or either I was reading with my dyslexic eye. I was reading with my dyslexic eye. Look at that young man. That at Wallace Ridge was ambulatory restraints after the officers beat him. What are those? Ambulatory. It's ambulatory restraints is they got the whole thing on you, man. They got the waistband on you. They got that waist guard on you, like the black box and all of that. He said he was in ambulatory restraints after the officers beat him. That's the same thing I've been telling y'all, Captain. That's what I've been telling y'all. That's what they known for. That's their trademark right there. Beating you after you got them cuffs on. Yeah, they too coward to try you when you ain't got the cuffs on. That's when they shoot you. Put the dog on you. But that's their trademark right there. Beating you after you got them cuffs on, dog. 65 cats. I heard the new senior citizens. They working out. These 65 cats are the new 55. Yeah, that's all it take. That's all it take, man. Did you hear about Javante Davis' situation? How some management dudes took him to court for 34K. Davis didn't bother to go to court and ended up being extorted out of 400K. I ain't heard nothing about that yet. Just Gunsmoke, what up? God's plan, what's happening? And Wallace, what's up? Salute. Yeah, man, that Wallace Ridge stuff, I told y'all, man, if y'all got people at Wallace Ridge, check on them, man. Check on them. It's not a game, man. It's really not a game. It's really not. Once you get 50, you older. And some people ain't fortunate enough to make it to 50, man. 50 is a blessing, dog. 40 is a blessing, man, in 2025. 60 is a super blessing. 70 is God sent, man. 80, you're supposed to be here and record all this information. You did. People think saying somebody old is an insult. That ain't no insult. That's actually an asset. It's an asset, man. It's an asset. It's hard to get justice with that type of stuff. Kevin James is need the people. The people got to keep on making noise. The people makes all the difference in the world, man. When you really look at it, that's where the power comes from. People think the power is with money. People think the power is with position. People think the power is with the highest people up. No, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not, man. The power has always been with the people. I'm gonna break that down to you, man, which should be elementary. The power is always with the people, man, because everybody's in power got empowered by the people. Either way you look at it, they got empowered by the people because of the world that we live in, man. You either voted them in or either you supported them in. What did I mean by that? Even the richest people in the world, man, whatever they did to get rich, you supported it by buying their product or patronizing their business, whatever the case may be. We the people had the power. Real talk. We the people had the power, man. So when you come together collectively to do something, it's gonna get done. It's gonna be greater than those who are already in power. It's gonna be greater, man. You know what I'm saying? You just have to have that unity, man. That's the hardest thing to get together, man, because everybody want to go separately, but everybody want the same thing. But everybody want to go about it on their own agenda. But when a lot of people start putting their eyes and putting their voices and putting their attention on something, that's when you create change, man. And until they do that to something like Wallace Ridge, or they do that to something like the justice system, until they do that to something like our political system, nothing gonna change. It's just gonna be a lot of talk. You know what I'm saying? And I seen what you sent me to, and I know it, but you got to understand too. I'm basically still in the system. I'm still on parole, so they still can jerk my chain whenever they want to. Real talk. So my hands is still kind of like tied, but I bring y'all the information so y'all can utilize the information. Information without use is what? I done told y'all 1,000 times. Information without use is useless. So if you have the information and you don't act on the information, you didn't even need the information. You see what I'm saying? So you got to move on things, man, because everything keeps on moving. You got something that you know about, or something you passionate about. You got to get out. You got to be consistent, man. That's why I show up here every day. You understand? Because I'm passionate about this, but you gotta, man. Supporting is important. The more people, the more attention, the more results. That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. Do you think if they had 1,000 people calling up Wallace Ridge every day, asking what's going on up there about the mistreatment, this, that, and the third, 1,000 people calling the Virginia DOC every day, asking, you think won't nothing get done? Absolutely, something will get done. Absolutely, but people ain't doing it. They talking about it, but they not doing these things. Dude that killed my little cousin at Wallace Ridge, she had just turned 21. See, that's crazy, Coach Walker. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. He in the worst place he could be in. I'm gonna tell you that right now in Virginia, cause I'm telling you, man, them people up there is not playing, dog. They using us as like, man, we like the real example of crash dummies, man. We just experiment up there to them, man. They ain't never ran no prison. Don't even like black folks. They doing what they want to do up there. That's when I was up there. You know what I'm saying? Before I got up there. And now, obviously, after I ain't there, they still doing it. They still doing it. Them videos that I made for y'all, Wallace Ridge, that's real talk, man. Everything I tell y'all is real talk. I told y'all up there, they brutalize the people. I told y'all that's the worst place I've been in 33 years of incarceration. I'm not kidding you. You can get unalive up there at the hands of them people. If you move wrong, you speak wrong, you look wrong, you might not come up out of that joint. Real talk. That's how vicious it was. Steph Vibe, salute. Dozier, Lamont Dozier, salute. It's real in the field up there, man. It is real. 13th Amendment allows for legalized slavery of prisoners. I told y'all that too. But no amendment, no law allows for brutality. No law allows for torture. No law allows that. No law allows. You can't even be in war and torture your enemy. That's illegal, dog. That's illegal. You have soldiers who've been prosecuted for that. You cannot. The torture is illegal, bro. So this is what we're talking about. We're not talking about slavery. Yeah, you enslaved. You enslaved because you are already incarcerated and you working to survive, or you working up there for slave wages. You under dictatorship up there, so you enslaved. But it's nothing. It's no law that governs you to be for brutality. There's no law that governs for anybody to torture anybody. They being tortured and brutalized up there. That's a different ball game, man. These human beings we talking about. For our channel, the mother of the young man killed by officers reposted the video you made for our channel. Yeah, that's real talk, man. But see, that's the thing. And I like I say, I know what I'm doing, trying to get y'all this information, but at the same time too, just like you say, they repost, they got that information. They got that information, and they know I'm talking about this type of stuff. I don't know. It might be one of the reasons why I'm still on this paper. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but what I'm telling y'all, man, is real, man. If y'all got some people, man, y'all need to look out for them. If you don't got no peoples, if you don't got none in that system, you still need to be empathetic and sympathetic to the situation. Because you may not have no people in there today, but you may have some people in there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You may have some people in there tomorrow. You may have some people in there down the line. It's about justice, man. It's about humanity. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. Nah, nah. There's no human being. There's no human being supposed to be tortured, man. There's no human being supposed to be there. If we succumb to allow and torture, then who are we? Who's qualified to determine who should be tortured? Who? There's no one walking on this earth that's qualified for that, let alone qualified to judge if we really want to be technical about the situation. You know, there's no one qualified for that. That's why that type of justice should not even exist. There's no one, because we all human beings. We all flawed. We all did things that people don't know about. We all got skeletons, some greater, some less. So who qualified for these type of positions? Who moral compass is intact to judge another human being? Who you know? Look at the world we live in today. Some of the people we done held in the highest regards, we done found out they ain't who they say they was. Nah, man, I don't adhere to that type of stuff. To arrest both cause some violation, clip where we gonna get a slap on the wrist, the line hell 20 years of running and stop saying this. Ain't no question, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't, no, man. So that's why we can't even allow those type of things. That's why I don't think the capital punishment, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that. Because, like I say, we don't know who doing the punish. We don't know, man. Right now, when you talk like the war from Wallace Ridge, yeah, the war from Wallace Ridge that's how he talked, cause he was a straight uncut hillbilly. That's what he was. He was a hillbilly. One when I was up there, he was a straight uncut hillbilly, and he ain't care. What about the woman that has been violated by a ninja, and then the dude go to prison and wants rights? Listen. Let me say this here. Any dude that do that, first of all, it ain't nobody in prison got rights. So that's what people getting in. That's where they getting their message confused at. You understand? No one in prison has rights, right? But this is where your message is confused. It's the wordplay. Everybody on earth supposed to have human rights. You got human rights, and that is to be treated like a human. Even if a human do something wrong, even if a human do something obscene, absurd, you know what I'm saying? He's still a human. So you got to treat him like human, because when you start getting personal with it and say, well, they did this to me or they did that, and you want them to be, you know what I'm saying, treated in a certain type of way, you have to understand where's the limit at. You know what I'm saying? Because if you allow certain people to be treated like inhumane, then where's the limit at? And who makes that judgment? Who should be treated inhumane? A human? How can a human decide who should be treated inhumane? That's just like saying somebody do something to me, or somebody else, or somebody do something to me, and I want to unalive them. I could feel that way personally, but is that morally correct for our society? If that was the case, everybody, we don't need a system. We don't need a justice system. We don't need a justice system. You see what I'm saying? And it only affects people the most when it's them, in particular, on the other end of whatever is going on. But you have to have some type of morality, man, humanity, in order to have, society operate, man. Without that, man, we you know what I'm saying, we uncivilized, literally uncivilized. But locked up over 6 years, still no verdict. Yeah, I mean, well, that's a justice system. You know what I'm saying? All human violators have absolutely no regards for their victim or human rights. Okay. See, like I say, this is a conversation that, depending upon how you look at it, what viewpoint you come from, is going to continue just to be a circular conversation. It's not going nowhere. Is nobody saying that the people who do what they do should not be punished. But where do you draw the line at the punishment? How can you morally say, I want this person to, let's just say, how can you morally say, I want this person to die for what they did? If you upset because they took the life of somebody that you cared about and you thought that was wrong. But how do you know? Let's just say they innocent or whatever. We don't know. Let's just use a situation like whoever took that life might have felt like they violated them enough that they wanted their life taken. So now, if everybody who loved that person who lost his life is saying, well, I want your life taken because you did that and you ain't had to do that. It's the same both ways. It ain't none of us supposed to be qualified to take life because ain't there one of us gave life. You understand? So it's a moral compass about this thing, man. We not fit to judge because we all flawed. We all flawed, man. Some greater, some less, but we all flawed, man. And we always gonna be biased because you're gonna see it the way you see it. If you on the receiving end of the wrongdoing, if your family member on the receiving end of the wrongdoing, you're gonna see it a certain way. You're gonna see it a certain way. Just like you say, that person ain't deserve to die because you know him and love him. That person who did something real foul, I guarantee you they still got a mama, a sister, a child, or somebody who don't want them to die no matter what wrong they did. If we all go for an eye, the whole world be blind. The whole world be blind. If we go by the justice system of an eye for an eye, the whole world would be blind. Show me somebody on this earth that's walking, that is without sin, that is without, you know what I'm saying, wrongdoing. It ain't nobody. It ain't nobody. I did. I'm not saying what okay, I have almost unalive people for my own personal dislikes or likes or morals and principles. That don't make me no greater or no less for doing that. That was me operating for my own, you know what I'm saying, moral compass at the time, my own understanding of my own principles. That's not, you know what I'm saying, the rules and the regulations that the society is governed under. You know what I'm saying? That's not. And I ain't never told you what I did and the things I've done was the right way for the whole world to do them. I told you it was the right way for me to do them at the time that I felt. And that's my whole point. My thought process you know what I'm saying, don't encompass the world. So why should yours or hers or his? It's got to be your right, my right, his right, her right, but it has to be a universal right. And the universal right is every person, if we all humans, you still should be treated like a human, man. And there are people who don't treat people like human, and we punish them. And now y'all saying it's justified if we punish them by treating them unhuman. That's hypocritical within itself. That's hypocritical within itself, man. You can't say no one deserves to take a life and then say get this man to electric chair. You can't do that. That's hypocritical, man. Listen to it in this statement alone. No one deserves to take a life. Give him the electric chair for what he did. That's hypocritical within itself, dog. Ronald Lee, salute. Ronald Lee, salute. Jeff Borky, salute. What would I do in what? You know what I'm saying? In what situation? I have done many things in my life in situations that I personally felt that I should do or personally felt that was right. But I am not the almighty, man. My voice, my actions is not always correct. I'm a human being. I'm a human being. I've been wrong in my life multiple occasions. Multiple occasions. And I wouldn't advise nobody to do what I did. I would not tell any young person to operate under the old way that I operated. And whatever I did that was wrong I can't justify it. I can't say, well, I did it because I was here. I did it's wrong is wrong, bro. That's all it is. It ain't no other name for it. It's wrong is wrong. I have told y'all in stories several times. If y'all have been really watching me, if y'all have really been watching me, y'all would know for a fact that I have told you, I have said these words in many videos. And when I say them, if you know, you know. If you've been watching me, you know I've said these words. I've said when I was in prison and I get upset or I think somebody trying to hurt me or harm me, I have literally used these words. I said, I don't even see them as human no more. Now, if you've been watching me, you know I've said it. And the reason I say that is I have to detach myself from them being human in order for me to be willing to do what I'm willing to do to them. Because after what I'm willing to do to them, then I don't see them as human. Because what I be willing to do to a person, you should not never do to a human. So that's my moral compass. I have to detach myself away from the human aspect of a person, man, to be able to do something wrong to them, or what is morally wrong. Just because of my anger, just because of my, you know what I'm saying, me feeling like they trying to hurt me. That's just, you know what I'm saying, my justification. But I have to detach that because you don't do a human like that, bro. I done seen a unalive body being handled the way that it made me feel uncomfortable because I knew that this person was just alive a few minutes ago and shouldn't be handled like that. Just like what I told y'all when I was on the bus and the dude died right there on the bus, and the way they was handling the body out there on the concrete, it made me feel a certain type of way, because a few minutes ago this was a live body, but now that the body is not alive no more, they handle it like a rag doll. You know what I'm saying? This is human beings, but where's your moral compass at for humanity? If you lose that, man, you done lost everything, man. And even in the trenches, even in the pits of hell, and in war zones that I was in, I ain't never lose my humanity. Even when I had to hurt somebody, I still knew that they was a human being, dog. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no excuse for that. I knew that. I make no type of justification for that. I knew it was a human being. I had to trick my mind to make him not be a human being in order for me to do what I had to do. But when you start forgetting that people is human, man, then it ain't no need for us to be here. Because you're going to have somebody that you love, and you're going to have somebody that you care about, and you not going to accept that type of, you know what I'm saying, thing being put on them, so you should not accept it at all. Can't have it both ways, man. You can't have it both ways. Redskin Levert up in here, that's my brother. Shout out to him. Gunshots. But like I said, man, I'm not here to try to, you know, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for what I feel, what I know, what I've learned in my life. You know, I'm living on this earth, man. But you just gotta have a moral compass, man. And it cannot just apply when it fits you and what you want and what you need and what fits your agenda. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. If it works that way, then don't complain about what nobody do. Nobody on this earth, because if you feel that way, somebody else feel the other way. Now who right and who wrong? You tell me. You tell me. For every way you feel, there's somebody on this earth to feel the exact opposite. So who right and who wrong? Has to be a universal truth, man. It has to be a universal understanding. It has to be you have to have a mark of what you judge this from. You have to, whether you agree with it or not. Definitely gunshots. You have to. You can't build no house without a foundation. It just don't happen. Pink, salute this morning. Yeah. You got to have a foundation, man, of where you coming from. Everything got to come from that. You understand me? You might build on this foundation, the house this way. Somebody might build it that way. Somebody, it's right for them this way. It's right for you that way. It's right for somebody else straight up. But that foundation that's the basis of what you coming from. It still has to be built upon that foundation. And that foundation which we're talking about is called humanity. Because we all human. When you lose your humanity, you lost your sanity. And we ain't got nothing coming. We ain't got nothing coming. Period. We ain't got nothing coming. Yeah. Big person coming though. Yeah. Philadelphia coming though. Yeah. But that's real talk, man. And that's just my opinion. That's just me. And that means you gonna have yours. Don't sell your coats and bass for not terrorize people, but to defend themselves. Baker was put in this position where he had to defend himself. Of course, I had to defend myself. Could I have done a lot of different things different? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I ain't never, ever, you would not find me ever telling you everything I did was correct. You would not find me telling you that I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm better than anybody else. I ain't never said that. I ain't never said that. I ain't never said that. I'm super flawed, mightily flawed, and made multiple mistakes. That's a fact. It's a fact. But me having a moral compass, I'm never going to advise nobody to do anything that I don't feel is correct, is morally correct. I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna do that. Find me every video, every piece of advice I told every one of y'all to go do anything that I did, or to go do anything that might jeopardize your health, your wealth, or your life. I don't get that type of advice. I shut up and don't get no advice before I get bad advice. And then again, it's just my advice. Big School, what up, though? Terrius DeLaire, New Orleans in the building. You are out for a reason, and your calling is much greater than this platform. That's why we have opinions, only humans. TBP Nation Worldwide. Appreciate you, CC. I appreciate you this morning. Thank you for the super chat, Queen. I appreciate it. It's free. Yeah. All the like buttons and everything is free. This information that I'm giving you is also free. It's free to Luther Johnson, man. But like I say, information without use, man, is useless. So, take it for what it's worth, man. Take it for what it's worth. And, my bottom line is, man, you have to have some type of humanity, man. You have to. And it can't be selective. It can't be selective. Appreciate it, Jay Breezy. Already, champ. Salute to you. Can't be selective, man. Humanity cannot be selective. It cannot be. It has to be universal. It has to be. It has to be universal. I know it's hard to do. Hard to do, man. It's hard to separate your emotions from moral compass, man, of what's right and wrong. It's hard, man. It's hard to do that. When you attach to something, it's hard to do that. Very hard to do that. Crazy weekend in boxing person. Crazy, man. Got more boxing coming up though. On the 14th, we got some more boxing coming up. Big C-Bo. Yeah, man, they try to go deep with me this morning, man. They try to go deep with me, man. But I can get deep now when it's time to get deep now. Yeah, absolutely. Dunkin' Donuts keep DMing me about why we broke up, and I'm with Starbucks. And man, you better stay with Starbucks, or you better move on to the, drop both of them, man. Drop them. Get with that Folgers and Maxwell House, man. Big dogs. Time at Wallace Ridge with a guy named Patty Pimbley. I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that. I don't think I ever met a dude named Patty in my life. I don't think I ever met a dude named Patty in my life. I met some dudes that was petty. I met several of them. But I don't think I ever met no dude named Patty. Nah. I don't think I never met nobody named Patty, man. I don't think I never met a female or a male named Patty. Jay Leroy. Deep conversation this morning, man. Yeah, man. Sometimes maybe conversations like that needed, man. You're a thinker, man. You drink trash coffee, though, partner. I definitely don't. I definitely don't. You need to think about what you drink. You understand that? You see how I put them bars together? It ain't no Lil Wayne, but you know what I'm saying? It'll do. You need to think about what you drink. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe what you drink contributes to what you think. Mmm. Ooh. Bars. Don't make me don't make me KG this month. Gunshots. If you know, you know. Yeah. Jay Brazy. Ain't nobody dissing Folger's coffee, man. Everybody dissing Folger's coffee, man. In Maxwell House coffee, they probably don't even drink coffee at all. Cause you can't drink no Maxwell House or no Folgers, man. And not like coffee, dog. And say that ain't good. When you drink, we say, is someone dissing Folgers? Hold on. It does when you drink that alcohol. What does when you drink alcohol? What? Person was in the morning. I might need some right now. Crazy horse. I might need some right now. Rick always available, man. That probably the easiest thing to find on this earth. Good recreation, you heard? Yeah, somebody always willing to oblige. The Booker videos were hilarious, Dory. Yeah, that's cause Booker hilarious. You are truly blessed. I lost cousin and sister. Yeah, man. I lost a lot of comrades in that system, dog. I lost a lot of comrades in that system. I got some comrades that's still in that system that's fighting for their life every day, man. Every day trying to get up out that peace, man. Every day. So I know for sure I'm blessed to be out here. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. That's why I try to be a blessing to somebody else, man. Try to be. Some undercover red scroll. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it, man. Don't too much surprise me these days, man. Jill Adam, oh Adam, oh Adam, oh Adam. Thinking you ever heard anything about Safu? Nah. Mm-mm. I know that dude that I did that little short on. I seen the joint he posted, and somebody posted say, uh, he got over 3 million views for that, man. Well, I said, dude, look, thought I saw Safu. That dude got over 3 million views for that repost of that thing, man. I said, Ghost Almighty. Yeah, he's supposed to be a sensei out of Atlanta. So shout out to him. Shout out to him. Real karate dude, for real, for real. Whip that feet like. Oh man, I gotta get up out here this morning, man. Y'all done had my brain twisting and turning this morning, man. But I hope I had said something that y'all could use, man. I hope I did. If I didn't, man, just disregard. But life is life, man. We ain't got but one go around on this joint that we know of. Anything else is speculation, you heard me? So, gotta make the best of it, man. And remember, we all human, man. We all human. We all flawed, man. We definitely all flawed, man. If you walk around here and think you're not, then, you know, delusion is real. Yes, Mississippi. Find us up in the building. Salute, salute, Queen. Yeah, man, y'all be easy this morning, man. Y'all, put something on your table, man, on your plate to think about, man. If you ain't thinking, man, you ain't living. You gotta think sometime, man. You gotta think sometime, man. You dig? Y'all have a great day, man. On purpose, with some purpose. And duck them hooks, man. And always remember, man, whoever you see on the left of you, on the right of you, in front of you, and behind you, if they got two legs, two arms, head and mouth, and they moving around and they talking and they engaging, don't matter what color they is, how big they is, how slow they is, how fast they is, how rich they is, how poor they is, how whatever. Just remember, it's a human being, man, just like you. It's a human being, just like you. And whenever you get to the point where you can look in the mirror and you can say you don't make no mistakes and you is perfect, and yeah, all your decisions are correct. When you get to the point where you can do that, then you fit the judge, man. You fit the judge. And I think that should be the qualifications for anybody who judges. Yeah, when you know that, when you perfect. Yeah, when you are without, any wrongdoing, then you fit the judge. Other than that, we all human, man. Y'all have a great day. Good old human beings, you. Peace.